Hello everyone and welcome to Day Trader S&P 500. Today is Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. This is Dale Woodson, editor of Woodson Wave Report and Day Trader S&P 500. Let's get our YouTube subscribers caught up with what our newsletter subscribers get at least once a day and sometimes more than once a day. Let's start with the US 10-year because there's some interesting things going on here. This is an hourly chart. You can see from the fourth wave high. Let's look at the blue again. I got to take that alternate off there. We got a 1, 2, a 3 up here, a 4 down here, and a 5, which equals a larger wave 1 of the larger degree wave 5. Then we have a wave 2 pullback in circle here, which is a near perfect 50% retrace, okay, of the first wave. And then we're shooting up in the third wave here. And this move up here was really important, and this move up here is even more important, okay? So this looks like a 1 up and a 2, so this should be a 3 of 3, a near vertical rise in interest rates. So if this is 1 of 3 up here, and this is 2 of 3 up here, then 3 gains equality with 1 at 4.514%, and it goes all the way up to the 1.618 just at 4.7%. So, and there's a 172, a 1272 and a 1414 in there. So wave 3 of 3 appears to be up and moving and higher rates for longer, okay? So that's what we're looking at there. I want to get to the Qs if I can, okay? Let's see these guys here. We got an hourly chart of the Qs. You can see that high there is July 19th, which is not the same date as the S&P. But anyway, we have 5 waves down for wave 1 in parentheses. We have a wave 2 up in parentheses. That was a near perfect 786 retracement right there. You can see the red line was a 786 and the black line is right on it. We have a 1 down and a 2 up, okay, and then it passed the point where wave 3 is equal to wave 1. We've got a 1.272 multiple at 363.30, a 1.414 multiple at 361.62, and a 1.618 multiple at 359.21. Since this is a third of a third wave, we would think it would at least gain the 1.618, and just look at the 2.618 is sitting down there at 347.62 cents. So a third of third wave down in the market and a third of third wave up in interest rates. No coincidences there, are there? Okay, let's go to the S&P 500. Here is a daily chart, and this is a Fibonacci time zone, which is a little different than our Fibonacci time spirals that we've been using for the last 25 plus years. But anyway, from the B wave high in the S&P, we have wave 1 down, which is a 1.0 multiple right there on August 18th. We have a wave 2 up, which hit right on the 1.618. You can see in blue down there. Wave 3, the 2.618 as far as time is concerned, is 9:26. This again is on the Fibonacci time zone. And the multiples there, 3 is 42.69. That's where 3 equals 1. The 1.272 is 41.96. The 1.414 is 41.58. And the 1.618 is 41.03. Okay, that's the daily. I think we can look at the hourly here. Let's make this full screen. I hope you guys can see all that on there. And I'll scrunch it down to make it a little more visible to see the whole thing. There we are. Okay, there is the excuse me, B wave high on July 27th. Excuse me, which is different than the Qs and the NASDAQ. 1 down on 8/18. That's within 1 day of a perfect Fibonacci 21. Wave 2 up on 9/1, which is in 1 day of a perfect 13 days. And then we've got wave 3 down developing here. You can see a 1 down and a 2 up. There's our wave 3. Well, first of all, here's our wave 3 targets. Let me put that in there real quick. Let me get this going here. Bear with me while I put them in for you guys that may be hard to see. I'll put them in 3 targets there, and we've got 4401, 4371, 40 back up, 4355, 4332. Okay, so we've got a third of a third wave down going on here. This is wave 1. Okay, well, first of all, we had an A down, which is the first wave, B up, which is the second wave. This is 1 of 3, this is 2 of 3, and then we've got 3 subdividing into a 1 up, a 2 down, and there are those 3, and I didn't put those parentheses on there. Bear with me while I adjust this chart. There we go. Okay, there are those wave 3 targets. You can see that it hit right on the 1-to-1 ratio at 4401. Today, this is the SP 500 right at the close. It closed on that low. Since this is a third of a third wave, we expect to likely gain the 1.618 multiple. We'll watch that play out. This does not look complete yet in terms of price. Also, I want to let you guys know in terms of time, the 9/20 date. We've had a plus or minus 1 to 2 days on these 55 days. So plus 2 days takes us out to 9/22, and it puts us within that Fibonacci time spiral of 9/26. So we'll get into that a little bit later. But we've got a time frame of 9/20 to 9/26 for a third wave low. Okay, that's at 1 degree of trend, and the wave 3 targets, if this is 1 with a circle, and this is 2 up with a circle, again a 786 retracement there. Then 3 with a circle gains equality with 1 at 4269 right here, and then 4195 is the 1.272, 4156 is the 1.414, and 4101 is the 1.618, and you can see those down there. Right down to there, 4101. That's the likely target there. Again, third wave should go 1.618. We'll see how that plays out, but so far so good. The trend obviously is down. Okay, so that's the S&P on an hourly. Do we have the 10? No, let's go to the ES here. Here we go. Here is that Fibonacci time zone again, and this is the EMini Futures daily chart. These have trouble sticking there, but I'll put them in. It's relatively close. Okay, they got magnets on them. They don't want to stick. I'll put it above. Okay, 1 down here on 818. That's a 1.0. Again, the 9/1 September 1st wave 2 high is a 1.618, and the wave 3 is at the September 26th. There's the targets there. I think I have this on a chart. I'll show you guys. 4310 is where it equals. Gains wave 3 gains equality with wave 1. There is the 1.272 at 4232. The 1.414 is 4191, and the 1618 is 4132. Let me get our reports out here. Here's a special interim report out we put out to our annual subscribers who get the S&P cash updates. Again, with other things, Dow, NASDAQ, gold, and bonds. Anyway, this is on the S&P cash, and you can see here we've got the wave 3 down price and time targets. There was a perfect at 920. Again, plus or minus 1 to 2 days. There's those wave 3 targets with the parentheses. There's the wave 3 targets with the circle. That's a bigger degree of trend. Smaller degree of trend is in the parentheses there. Okay, you can see this hourly chart has a 9/20 turn date. That's the Fibonacci time spiral that we've used and trusted for over 25 years now. Again, plus or minus 1 to 2 days, and then the excuse me, Fibonacci time zone on the bottom is the daily chart. Again, we have those targets there. 1 and 2 is a 1.618, and then the 2.618 is sitting out there at 926. So there's our Fibonacci time spiral. Okay, and this was yesterday. There's those targets there in written form, and There we go. By the way, we put out a few days ago that the time zone targets 926 and the time spiral targets 920. So we look for low for wave 3 to fall in that period of time between 920 and 926. Okay, that's the special interim report for the annual subs. Let me get the 9. We'll just skip right to, well, we'll go to the there it is, the closing today. Okay, here we got the market close today. All right, pretty much the same stuff. There is that hourly chart where we had the wave 3 was achieved. It might even be lower now, but it hit just past the 1.1 where you saw the cash closed, and then the futures obviously keep trading, so it can go further down. There's our wave 3 targets in red. We got a 1 down and a 2 up. You can see them there, 44.51 and a quarter, 44.20 and a quarter, 44.04, 43.80. At the larger degree of trend, we've got this 1 down with a circle around it from the July 27th high to the August 18 low. We've got a 2 up on September 1st. Wave 3 equals 1 at 43.10. Okay, and here we go with this here, and this shows us the daily bar with that times zone. Okay, and you can see we got that extrapolated out further. That 3 should have a circle around it, but we're looking at 43.10, 42.32, 41.91, 41.32, and that's it for the post-market close today. Again, we got that plus or Fibonacci 21 days. You can see there we got a plus or minus 1 to 2 days here. Okay, that gives us the 920 to 926, and that lets that 920 date up there hit a possibility of 922. We'll see if that plays out. Let me put that in a little, there we go, right there. Okay, our downside trigger was 44.83 last week, and there it is there. It was attained, which gave us the trigger hits, the targets are next. So triggers activated, targets are achieved. First one is achieved, so we've got further to go. This looks like it's got further to go in terms of price and time. Okay, so it hit the first target. You can see our targets right there. Okay, and we've got 3 degrees of trend, so we have make or breaks at the second wave highs. Okay, you can see the second wave high at the smallest degree of trend is 45.66. I think you'll see that up here, right there, 45.66. That's at wave 2. The next degree of trend is the higher degree, second wave, which is 45.97. The 2 with a circle around it, which is up there. And then the last one is the B wave high. Okay, that's the largest degree of trend on this chart, and that's a 46.85 and a quarter, and that's back here on the 27th. So that's the second wave, a B wave. That's the second wave, the 2 with a circle. That's the second wave, the 2 with parentheses. So this is a third of a third of a third wave down. If the market breaks above 45.66, then the ensuing decline after that high would be a third of a third wave down. So it would be AB is 1 wave down, 1, 2 is 2 waves down, and I'm sorry, 2 waves, and then this would be a second wave retracement, a third wave down of the second wave high, excuse me. Okay, so things are setting up. We'll see. We should get a near-term low here soon within this September 20th to 26th time frame, as our charts suggest. This one shows 926. This one shows 920. We can carry it out exactly 21 days, and it would be 922, and that would be a Fibonacci 55 plus 2 days, as you can see here, from the very beginning to the end, and that would be within the plus or minus 1 to 2 days. Spike lows tend to happen 55 days from the high, again, plus or minus 1 to 2 days. We'll see what the next couple days bring. Should be exciting, and until next time, take care, everyone.